Hi, my name is Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Animatic Con 2018 with my friend Mr. Derek here. How you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Hey, so how'd you get started in the world of anime and cosplay?
I went into my very first convention at OhioCon 3 years ago, and I really took a big interest into it. And by the time when I had gotten into Matsuri Con, I got into my very first cosplay, as you're seeing right now, member of Organization 13.
Alrighty, so what drew you to Organization 13 in the Kingdom Hearts fandom?
One of my own friends actually kind of introduced me into it back in 2013 or 2014 or whatever it was. Either way, I was really attached into it, and I do Let's Plays online, and the very first Kingdom Hearts game from the 1.5 final mix, it was the very first blind Kingdom Hearts game I ever played. I really got into it, and I thought it was a really good game, so that's how I got into it.
Alrighty, and now what aspect of it, of the costume, like makes you feel happy to put on, or what was challenging to make?
I know that the group that Organization 13 that I'm representing, it's a very unique group, and I know that they're going for the hero all the time seems like a little cliche, so I thought I decided to go for being on the opposite side for this.
Alrighty, now what other shows are some of your favorites? Are you more like a robo, or are you more like an action guy, a comedy? What like anime really speaks to you and like you love to watch?
I'm kind of like an action, adventure, and pretty much anything that's when there's things that go way out of the ordinary.
So like what show is one of your favorites in that genre?
I am a really big fan of the Pokemon series, and I guess I'm also kind of a big fan of the Yu-Gi-Oh series. Yeah.
So of the Yu-Gi-Ohs, which one would be your favorite? Like which version? Like the old school from like the early 2000s, or more recent stuff?
It's kind of a mix between the originals and GX. I have gotten into a little bit of some 5Ds, and pretty sure by the time Zexon came out,
Alrighty, so from the games and videos, what would be one of your favorite voice actor you'd love to meet from one of those shows?
I know that Dan Green is a very popular one that people would like to meet, but I do would like to meet Vic Mignogna sometime.
Vic is a wonderful friend of ours. We actually have met him a couple of times. If you can make it out to Colossal Con this year, he will be there. So maybe you can meet Vic, right?
Sure, I can do that.
All right. Now, whenever you come out to conventions, what's one of your favorite things to do when you come out to a convention?
One of the biggest things that I like doing at conventions is, of course, seeing all the creative work that people usually put on for cosplays, and just really kind of soaking in on how very creative everyone has become.
Alrighty, now again, this year's Animatic Con is all about villains. What villain would you like to cosplay if you had the opportunity to?
That's actually a very good question, because even though that I'm technically am a villain at the very moment, representing Organization 13 of Kingdom Hearts, if I would have to say would probably be the one that I would like to try to cosplay at one point in the future, oh boy, I kind of actually wanted to try to pull off and maybe someone from Team Rocket, maybe James or Giovanni.
You know what? Those are the old school guys. I actually know which ones those are, so that sounds cool. Now, to finish things up, do you have a presence online, and where can fans check you out? And what message would you like to give to the fans that would be currently watching?
I am currently mostly on YouTube. I've been doing Let's Plays for 5 years. You can look me up on the D-Rock100. I'm also a fanfic writer. I do a lot of stories. Like the current one I'm doing is a combination of Pokemon, Ruby, and Kingdom Hearts. And I'm also representing my stories also on DeviantArt as well. So I pretty much have two credible sources. And as for how you guys are doing it that are watching me right now, check us out online. And I do a lot of Let's Plays, and I know a lot of comedic ways I'm making people laugh. I currently have 90 subscribers at the very moment. I do like to try to spread myself more, to have more from people around the world to see me.
Alrighty, well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for coming out and talking with us. Thank you.
Of course, sir.